I'll jabber at you for just a minute while you're on your way. I know you're wearing your headset there, so you'll be able to hear me. So yeah, as you know, the egg beater's up there at 60 feet now, and about the best shot for up towards Sacramento and up towards the mountains, Placerville area, and up in there. So that should work well. And I also got the rotor cable hooked back up on the 2-meter beam, so I'm able to rotate that and got the power turned back on to the amplifier. So I got rotation and the amplifier on 2 meters tonight. So those are both good things. And in between getting those few little chores done, once again, just a bunch of brush work and whatnot going on. So everything's good there. And it was kind of funny. Dan KM6HK sent me a message with a video in it and saying, "Is this a beacon?" And it was my beacon, just hammering away. And I was able, because they sent me the little video, about a 15-second video, so I could see it, and not only see it on the screen on the spectrum scope, but I could hear it. And so I just sent him a message back going, "Yeah, I guess you don't know your CW too good. That's W6BBS stroke B DMO7 Delta Fox, and that's my beacon." And yeah, he said it was loud down there. So anyways, that should have gave you a minute to walk in the other room and maybe get back in time. This is W6BBS standing by for the Bozo Net.
W6BBS, AA6S, loud in Visalia.
AA6S, W6BBS, and yeah, I'm not even pointed really in your direction. I'm kind of off you guys a little bit, but yeah, that should probably perk it up just a little bit right there. You were coming in S5 on that last one, over.
Yeah, I'm pointed towards the southeast, towards LA, and I don't even have the amplifier. The time delay hadn't kicked in yet. I'm just running low power.
Oh, well, off the back of the beam and low power, you're S4 to S5 and Q5 copy, no problem at all. Up here, of course, I'm now peaked on you with my little beam, but looking in this direction, I look downhill for a long way, so that does help. And Mikey just stepped out of Bennett to grab his plate of dinner, and he should be back here anytime. That's why I've been just sitting here kind of making noise. Although I got a bit of a sore throat, I got to stop doing this. A6S, W6BBS.
I'm back. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Roger. I don't know if I heard somebody in Bakersfield in there, if it was you there, Mikey. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, K6MYC, W6 Bravo Bravo Sierra, AA6 Sierra.
Yeah, that was me. I said I'm back. Go ahead and go ahead. I don't know if Aaron's going to be in here tonight. So I don't know whether we're going to be live streaming or not. I thought we would be. If we're not going to live stream, I could go to the barn and do the net, but I thought he'd be on here tonight.
You can go out there, you probably freeze to death.
No, it's not cold here. It's warm.
I'm always cold. I don't like cold weather. I like it hot. There we go. Amplifier. Hello. It's working, I guess. A6S with the amp on.
Yeah. Who was underneath? Go ahead. Who was the checker in? Go ahead.
Perfect double. What'd you say?
9 and the stream is up, Mike.
Okay. No, it's Aaron. I said you doubled with Aaron. You covered him. K6USY with Alpha Alpha 6 Sugar in the group. K6MY say good evening. And he has the streaming up and running. So there you go. Good evening, Aaron, and hope you had a good Christmas, over.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, and yeah, I tapped in when you were talking to Frank, and then when you went off to the other room to get your plate of food is when I started it, so we're up and running. K6USY.
Okay, very good. I got the cable sort of routed today from the barn to the house. It's It's up, and it's not in the house at the house end, but everything else is run, and the cable is shoved into the end in the barn, inside the barn, and it's strung, so we'll be finishing that up tomorrow. So that's the status. Took me all day. Boy, it fought me. I mean to tell you, every single thing I did was a battle today. I got up there and I'm drilling a hole, and the drill motor quit. I have never had a drill motor latch up on me where you can't rotate it. I'm right in the middle of an operation, and then the other thing that happened, I couldn't make the drill bit hold. No matter how tight I made the chuck, I couldn't get the damn thing to hold a drill. And I mean, it's one thing after another all day like that. I finally got it done, but I was so tired when I got done. I came in and had a big long nap. Anyway, Bill, you pick it up, and we are waiting for KB6RQU.
KB6RQU Bozo 61.
Okay, we didn't have to wait very long, did we?
No, go ahead, RQU. You're on the back of the antenna, but you're really loud. AA6S.
Hey, Bill. Yeah, you're 5 and 6 here on the back of your antenna.
Yeah, Mike's in there, so give Mikey a shout.
Oh, I heard him. I got him. Go ahead, Rick.
Now it's hearing W6BBS for a little bit.
Yeah, give me some chatter, Rick. This is W6BBS. I'll get my antenna on you a little better. Over.
Okay, very good. I'll give you a chance there to move that antenna around. W6BBS, KB6R, Q, and the U in DM05 in the old Lake Isabella area. Not sure how fast your rotor is, but generally I don't make long transmissions. Over.
Yeah, KB6RQU, W6BBS. Now, that was fine. I was already on you pretty good. About as bad. There's quite a bit of flutter on your signal right now, but my antenna still isn't very high. But 100% copy on you, no problem at all, Rick. Go ahead.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you're up to 5 and 5 here.
Roger, copy the 5 and 5, and you're 5 and 5, and sometimes up to 5 and 7 there, so doing just fine. I am running the amp tonight, so we're doing a kilowatt here, and so very good. There you go, Mikey. Good copy on Rick. Over.
Okay, good. And I assume you had a nice Christmas, Rick. It was quiet. We were here, of course. I did work you, I think, on 6 meters, so we caught you Christmas Day there. So there you go. The bands have been, might have been some activity on the 6. I was in the barn listening, and there was a lot of FT8 activity this afternoon. So I don't know whether you were on the band or not. I didn't tune around at all, and I didn't see anything else down the band, but the FT8 frequency was busy for a couple of hours. Over.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I was active there. I talked to Old Indian Blanket there for a little bit.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox.
Good evening, Darren. Daryl.
Evening, Frank. I can hear Rick, believe it or not. I'm sure he can't hear me, but I can hear RQU.
Well, give him a call. Listen up, Rick. Somebody's going to give you a call.
KB6RQU from Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Foxtrot. I'm a little weaky squeaky.
Over, Rick.
Yeah, sorry, no copy.
Now, he ain't going to hear me, Frank. Yeah, I just got a measly 25 watts here, but I can hear him.
Oh, yeah, the guy with 25 watts down here in Coarse Gold is hearing you, but you're not going to hear him, Rick. So thanks for listening. Over.
I heard a little bit of that. I moved the antenna some, and it helped a little bit, but you're riding the noise. Over.
Go ahead, Daryl. Try again.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox. Standing by, see if you can hear me. Hello, Rick. KB6RQU.
Over.
Over. I keep forgetting. Over.
And you're 20 over here in Visalia, Rick. I turned my antenna. You are loud. AA6S.
Yeah, I can't hear who I'm supposed to be listening to.
But you're listening for Kilowatt Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox. Why don't you give him a call? KG6, Charlie Echo Fox, and of course, Gold Delta Mike 07. Go ahead, Rick.
KG6, Charlie Echo Fox, KB6RQUDM05. Over.
I can't hear him anymore, Mike.
Oh, okay. Maybe you moved the antenna in the wrong place. Rick, he can't hear you now. Over.
Okay, that could be a case.
Now, you're way down here. You must have moved the antenna quite a ways off of me, too. If you peek on me, you should be pretty close to where you'd be right for Daryl. He's up above me where Frank is there. If you peek on Frank, you get both of them.
Yeah, well, I peeked on you there a little bit. You didn't come up too much. I'm not sure. KG6, CEF, KB6RQU.
Okay, any copy that time, Daryl?
Nothing, not a thing.
Okay. That might have been just a little path fade. Obviously, you can make it from there. You should be able to make it. It should be a piece of cake. But maybe the antenna isn't big enough there. Over.
Well, it's just your little 3-element beam, so yeah, probably not.
And you have you're at almost 3,000 feet there, aren't you? You're pretty clear out to the southwest or southeast, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And I have the antenna pointed just a little bit off of due south, so I don't know. And I usually can't hear Rick, but I could tonight. It was just conditions, probably.
Yeah, well, that means you can make it. You just have to point at him. But you should hear him on a regular basis. Rick's running 600 or 800 watts there. Over.
Yeah, I know it, and I don't, so who knows. I'm getting ready to take it all down and redo it. I've come up with a rotor for at least this little antenna, and I've got a slightly bigger beam I want to show you before I put it up. And maybe I can get a little more gain going.
Okay, what is it?
I don't know. It's a home-built one that somebody gave me, and I just wanted to show it to you before I do anything with it.
Well, give it to Frank and let him bring it down.
Yeah, I can do that. Or I was going to come out anyway. I haven't been out there in a while. Come out and see you guys.
Okay, well, we'll be here tomorrow.
I don't know about tomorrow. I don't know. I'll call you. I got your number, Mike.
Well, I'm not going anywhere for the next 4 or 5 days, so you can come anytime, but it's nice to call ahead just to make sure that we're not down in the canyon somewhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't come without calling ahead, no.
All right, let's see. Bozo Net looking south toward Bakersfield and all. Let me get it back over to Ben, but let's see if there's anybody else in here that wants to check in.
WA6AAJ.
Okay, 2 or 3 of you. WA6AAJ727. Go ahead, Mike.
Good evening, Mike. Hello, Rick, and forgot who else was in there.
Well, Bill and a whole bunch of people in here. Frank's in here, and quite a few people in here this evening.
Okay, very good. Hello, Bill. Hello, Frank. Yeah, I just got in a couple of minutes ago, so everything heated up, and I turned towards you, and that was it.
Okay, we also have Ben down there. Ben, are you turned this way now? N6SWR, Bakersfield, DMO5, K6MYC in the Bozo Net, over.
Roger. N6SWR, I'm pointed about 330, 340 degrees indicated, but I think it's just pointed about 310 or 320 actual.
Okay, very good. Did you hear that, Mike?
Yeah, N6SWR, WA6AAJ, hello Ben, I'm in Clovis. Delta Mike 06, over.
Roger, you're pushing S9 on my little receiver here.
Roger, yeah, you're about S7. You're doing good, nice and strong.
Very good, thank you very much. N6SWR.
WA6AAJ, back to net.
Okay, now who was the other one underneath AAJ?
Kilo Echo 6, Victor Oscar November 1040.
Okay, E6VON. Good evening, Adam.
Good evening, sir. KK6, ZKE.
Yeah, is that 704, right, Terry?
704, roger that.
Yeah, okay, good evening and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, same to you guys. I missed a couple of check-ins, so I thought I'd really try to get in this one.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, we went on most nights. The only night I wasn't here was, I think last Sunday night. We couldn't make it because I was out. That was Christmas Eve evening, and we were invited to my son's and his wife's his wife's mother's place down in Selma. So we were here, but we couldn't get to the radio. We were in Selma. I don't have a remote. Anyway, good to hear you. And you're sounding good as always here. And we also had KE6VON. Adam, I made 3 or 4 phone calls to you. I must have the wrong number. I got 2 or 3 different kind of answerings. I got an answering machine that said the party you're looking for is not available. Please leave your name and number. Did you get messages from me?
Unfortunately, my voicemail has not worked since the beginning of the year, since I swapped my phone over in March, and I have gone round and round with AT&T, and I've not been able to get it fixed. So if you do leave me a voicemail, I will get it. So, but no, I haven't had any missed calls from you, and I've got you in my phone.
No, I called you 4 or 5 times.
Nope, I have not gotten anything from you, so it must be the wrong number.
Well, give me the right number. I have. Let me tell you what I have here. Let's see if I can remember it. 671. Is that right? 676. 5451.
Close. 5431. 5431.
Oh, okay. That's probably where the error was. I must have written the 3 poorly.
That's easily my problem. I write my 3s pretty bad too.
Meanwhile, there's some lady on the other side of town wanting to know what this business is and why her husband stole somebody's chainsaw.
Right? Well, it's sitting here with your name on it, Mike, ready for you.
I know we have had a couple of trips down there, but I went down there yesterday at 4, but I wasn't able to reach you, so I didn't try to go by. We'll get sorted out in the next few days here.
Yeah, no worries. And if not, I can always throw it in and take a trip up your way, anyways, too, if I get around to it. I want to look at all your other chains you have and figure out the drive links and figure out what size those are supposed to be.
Yeah. Hang on just a second. I'm listening south. I just can't pull them up. I'm peaked in the right direction on them, but I just can't dig them out. They must be pointed somewhere else. Anyway, I got your number now. Are you going to be home the next 4 or 5 days?
Firm. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere till probably the January 1st. Might just go somewhere for the night with my wife. It's our anniversary.
Oh, you got married on New Year's Eve, or January 1st, New Year's Day, huh? I guess that's one way to start off. You never forget that one.
Nope. Don't have to worry about forgetting that anniversary.
Okay. Well, let's see. Since I talked to you, both Frank and I bought a new little toy. The little, it's a still handsaw for hand grip, a pistol grip. We have a 6-inch bar or something on it. Cuts up to about 3 inches, kind of nice. After that, it's working pretty hard. It's not working hard. It's just too big for the bar. But anyway, they're very handy. I used it up today. I was up on the oak tree. I actually put an eye bolt in the oak tree, Frank, so we can run. I changed over from the post that was at the chicken barn I changed it over to the oak tree, which is more in line with the direction we want to go there. So I've got it hung up there, and I got the eye bolt in at the barn end. And I've got it tied on a post that sticks into one of my vents on the roof, and the spool is laying off and where my clothesline thing is. So that's the Cat 6 that's ready to go for next week's streaming. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else here for the Bozo Net, K6MYC, looking up and down the San Joaquin Valley?
Let's see, 3 cats plus 1 cat plus Cat 6. Boy, you're turning into a regular cat lady.
Cat guy.
Roger.
Okay. I don't hear anybody else, so I haven't heard Pat come up this way. Down in LA, Los Angeles, case W6PMD. Anybody copy down that way? K6MYC Bozo Net. Apparently not. It's a light crew down there tonight. They probably aren't even running the net. I suspect they're just playing around. Okay, well, we're missing Kerry, KC5DTU. And we're missing WA6OIB, who hasn't checked in for quite a while. He was on some band today. He was on 6. I hear W6PMD, K6MYC, 47. He's out hearing me. 47, W6PMD 58, K6MYC 47, over. Must have local QR, Mary. Okay, I'm not going to wait anymore. Let's go over and see if QUI is there. Bill, you want to turn over toward Atascadero?
Yeah, I can. I was coming back to see if PMD, if I could hear him. Anyway, I just stopped there, so I'll crank back in the other direction, the AA6S. Able 6 Sugar, W6PMD, is that you, Pat? AA6S, over. Yeah, pretty good. Here 5 and 5, 55 here in Visalia. Mike was looking for you there. W6PMD, AA6S. We're going to, I guess, head the antenna towards the test
I'm here, but he's terrible weak tonight. I don't know if you're turned up this way or not, Pat, but you're very weak. I called you earlier. W6PMD 58. This is K6MYC, Bozo 47. Over. 47.
Perfect double, AA6S.
And KB6RQU is pointed that way and calling also.
M6SWR, Bakersfield.
They're all trying to check in with him. Let's forget that. Let's go to QUI. Go ahead, Bill.
Roger, I'll rotate it. AA6S.
Very good. 61, over.
November 6, Sugar Whiskey Radio, Bozo number 247. Good evening, Pat.
It's been a couple weeks since we've picked you up down here. W6QUI, AA6S, over. You guys, but he's been good signal tonight, man. Good to see you.
Very good to hear you too. Have a great evening and a good new year. M6SWR.
Yeah, Roger, he scared me to death. He's so strong here. About he woke me up. Good to hear you there, and Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. One early and one late. W6QUI. Mike's getting his antenna over here too. Let me see if he's hearing you. K6MYC, AA6S, over.
I don't hear him.
W6PMD, KM6SR, number 432. Pat?
On the way someplace. W6QUI, AA6S, over. Need to turn your antenna back towards Bakersfield, Mike. He said you were S9 when you were talking to the guys down there and towards the south. So apparently there's some nice piece of rock up there it bounces off of.
No, I didn't hear him at all. When I just turned now. I just turned in the last 10 seconds. I've been listening down there in that direction toward Bakersfield, but I didn't hear a peep. Over.
That came up real loud a minute ago, KM6SR.
Okay, I hear you now, Ron. Good evening and Merry Christmas belatedly. Good to hear you. W6QUI 1055 K6MYC.
Okay, very good. Yeah, same to you, Mike, and others over there. Hope everybody had a good Christmas and New Year coming up here. Oh, very good. Yeah, I hear you fine. Yeah, before you cranked around, I guess you were south or something. You were S9 over here. Maybe you went somewhere else and almost disappeared. So, interesting. No direct heading works. It's got to be a bounce from somewhere. Over.
No, I'm pointed right at you now. Over.
Okay, I'm still hearing you. A lot of multipass, but I'm hearing you.
Yeah, well, I've got a mountain in the way here.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm hearing you fine right now.
Yeah, we've got multipath on you as well. Anyway, good evening. How about Eric? Is Eric there?
Yes, he is. Are you there, Eric? I just talked to him. Yeah. Anyway, go ahead and give Mike a call, Eric.
I don't hear him, Rob. Pick him up.
Well, he hasn't really given me a call yet. If you say you're on the phone? I don't know where Eric went.
He said 1 moment, please.
No, he's on the phone.
He might be on the phone or something. Yeah, you're coming in good at the moment. Yeah, it's funny. There's no multi-path in other directions, but there is when you're direct. That's kind of strange.
Because it's not a direct path.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
Anyway, tell Eric I've got him checked in. Anybody else down there? WRW or anybody over?
Okay, Eric just called you. Call him again, Eric.
Pick him up, Frank.
KN6EIV, this is W6BBS. Eric, Mike asked me to pick you up there, Eric. You're just a little bit high in frequency, but good copy up here, over. Yeah, that's much better. And your S5, now that he's on frequency, can you copy him, Mike?
No, I hear nothing.
Oh, okay, very good. Mike isn't hearing you at all for some reason, but you're S7 up here and you're checked in, Eric. Over.
Yeah, hey, Frank, you're loud and clear over here.
Good evening, Bill. Ron, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of doing something else here, so I'm a little bit distracted. But anyways, you're about 10 over S9 up here, just blasting in.
We're also live streaming tonight, Ron. We're live streaming so you can hear yourself, over.
Well, I didn't get any of that. Net Control took over and copy and talked on top of you.
I was just checking to see if Bill's on over here, WRW, but no response. Okay, you guys go ahead and continue. We'll catch you Sunday, I guess. W6QUI. Have a good one.
Yeah, what I said, Ron, was I said we are live streaming, so you can hear yourself if you want to turn on the live stream on YouTube, over.
Okay, unfortunately that was a double.
Who are we doubling with?
Well, I'll let you guys go and continue on. Hope you can grab some other people there. And we'll look for your Sunday, W6QUI.
Okay, I must be doubling with Eric because I don't hear Eric here.
He did check in, but Frank heard him and acknowledged it.
I got all that, and I got him checked in. What I was telling you was we're live streaming. We are live streaming over here tonight, so you could hear yourself and hear everybody else if you listen on the YouTube channel, over.
Yeah, I have to bring my iPad out to do that. It's in the house.
Oh, okay.
Buddy over there. Anyway, Mike, so I don't really need that.
All right, 7-3, and we'll see you. I guess you won't be on tomorrow. No 4:32 tomorrow.
Negative. I will not be home tomorrow. I will definitely not be home. Over.
Roger. See you Sunday, 7-3.
Roger on Sunday.
Okay.
7-3's over there.
7-3. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Same to you and everybody.
Okay, up to Monterey.
KW6S, KW6S, AA6S, KW6S, Able 6 Sugar. You're around town, over.
AA6S, KW6S. Yeah, I heard you when not even pointing my antenna your way. AA6S, KW6S.
There you are, loud and clear, 5-8, 58. I think my antenna is close enough. Don't make my shivers. Anyway, Merry Christmas, boys. Happy New Year. Coming up there, Tom. KW6S, Able 6S. Go ahead.
AA6S, KW6S. Yeah, same to you there.
Christmas, and looking forward to a casual entry into the new year. And just got my 160-meter stuff going again here, and been hanging out on 160 in the evening.
That sounds like fun. I wish I had a 160-meter antenna. If I had one up one time, I didn't think it would work very good having it in Verdadell, but it didn't work right on 160 meters, but it sure tuned up good on about the middle of the broadcast band, about 1.2 megs. It was 1-to-1. I don't know what the deal was there. I think the tower had something to do with it. Too close to the tower on the way up, I think. KW6S, AA6S, over.
Yeah, KW6S. Yeah, I used the tower as with a Omega match. Well, I guess it's an Omega match or a Gamma match. I can't tell. It's a Gamma match with a matchbox at the base of the tower, and no radials, but I've got some ground rods down into water, so it does okay. It's been a little fussy tonight, but I added a couple of states and I think one new country, so it's going to be worthwhile to getting going here again. AA6S, KW6S.
Yeah, congratulations, Tom. That sounds fantastic. One piece you got up to about almost 10 over 9 there. A little bit of QSC is going up and down. I mean, you're solid all the time, but you see the path changing. I'll get out of here, and I know Mike wants to give you a call. I'm sure he's listening. KW6S. Good evening there, Tom. Cable label 6 sugar all over.
AA6S, KW6S, and up to K6MYC.
Yeah, we got you, Tom. Just stand by a second. We haven't picked up Scott yet. Scott and Steve over there, peanut butter, toasted peanut butter. WA6LIE and W6TPB, K6MYC. Anybody over there tonight? You might see if they're in there, Tom. I don't hear anybody.
I did hear Scott maybe half an hour ago a little bit. WA6LIE, KW6S. Good evening, Scott. We'll see if Mike's hearing you. WA6LIE, KW6S, and over to you, Mike.
Yeah, I have to point at 250 to hear you, but we hear you now, Scott. Merry Christmas. And you might mention if W6TPB is also on the frequency there. I'm on the moon bounce array, so it's not real good tonight because of its location. WA6LIE 618 K6MYC, over.
Okay, yeah, you're picking up now, Mike. Okay, very good on the moon bounce array. And I haven't heard Steve in your toilet paper bandit. So I guess it's just me, myself, and then of course, get the other locals in here. Anyway, all right, Mike, you're sounding good, but a lot better from the barn usually, so that's the way it is. Very good evening. Happy New Year to you. WA6LIE.
Yeah, well, it's up and down. That's all. We get much more QSB on this path with the EME antenna. It's pretty good now. You're up very strong. So it's just up and down a lot. 7-3, and have a good one. We'll see you Sunday. We'll see you Sunday, and we should be back on the normal antenna. We are live streaming on the Bluetooth channel. Which you can, I think you know how to get that. So we're live streaming tonight on this band, and we'll be continuing to do that. I would assume maybe by Sunday night we'll have the the barn hooked up. I'm on the moon bounce array tonight, but I'll be on the barn by Sunday, I think. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, the barns generally it's a lot better for me, and I think it has a lot to do with location on your end in my direction. All right, Mike, 7-3. Have a great evening. Happy New Year to you, and we will talk to you soon. WA6LIE.
Okay, 7-3 is Scott. Now, Steve, Tom, I'm going to move it back up your way. And that should be pretty darn close here. Whoops, too far. Somewhere right around here should be pretty close to where Lee is. I don't know if Lee's on here tonight or not. KB6 London Echo Echo. K6 MYC. Lee?
K6 Lima Echo Echo. I'm out here. K6 MYC.
Yeah, give me some more chatter and I'll peek on you. Over.
Roger, roger. This is KB6 London, England, England. Sitting in a kind of a soggy, rainy area right now. I can barely see the road below me, so this air is pretty saturated here, and I guess I'm probably getting some attenuation from that. You got it there? Over.
Yeah, what are you getting saturated with?
Oh, we've got some misty, foggy, almost rain kind of conditions here, and I guess I'm going to get some signal attenuation from that.
I don't know what from what. You wouldn't get it if it isn't raining. Over.
Well, the air is pretty saturated, so there's a lot of moisture in the air, and it may not be falling, but there are a lot of raindrops right now that I can barely see, probably 500 feet away.
Okay, so it's not raining, it's just misting?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm dragging the bases right now. I think I'm kind of in the bases of the clouds.
Yeah, okay. I don't think that's attenuating. I'm just in the barn, and I mean, not in the barn. I don't have the big antenna on it. I've got the moon bounce array tonight, which is always a tough path for you there. Give me your Bozo number, if you would, Lee. Over.
Roger, roger. On the countdown, Bozo. 10, 9, 8. 109 or 8.
I got it. I should remember that. I know it's a number, but and I remember the number, but I haven't got it attached to your call yet for some reason. Too much going on through the Christmas season here. Things will start to stick better once we get out of this season. Hi. Okay, good enough, Lee. Thank you, and we'll be around tomorrow night. I don't know if you're going to try 432, but we'll be on again tomorrow. And we are live streaming tonight. Over.
Roger, roger. Yeah, I haven't quite gotten into the live stream thing yet, but I will try on 432. And I'll say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, 7-3 to you, and K6MYC, 86LEE. I will be clear.
Okay, very good. 7-3, Lee. Frank, are you hearing him? BS6 BBS. Are you hearing Lee over there?
I'm sorry, I was outside. What was that?
I just asked you if you were hearing Lee, but if you were outside, you wouldn't be hearing Lee. Do you want to say hello to Tom?
I can hear Lee and Tom. I can hear everybody just fine. No, that's all right. I'm a little bit busy.
Okay, very good. How about you, Rob? Rob in here? KM6SRR. I think we haven't had Rob in here yet.
711.
Good evening, John.
Good evening, everyone.
Yes, sir. Okay. Well, I don't know where Rob is tonight. I thought he was going to be here, but maybe he's down visiting his sister in Hanford or something. Maybe he's down there tonight. Anyway, not to worry.
I'm here, Mike, KM6SRR. I've got the 10-meter net going, too.
Oh, okay. That's where you went. Okay. I don't think I got you checked in before, did I?
I tried calling for Pat. I was hoping not to step on anybody, but I thought you might have heard me. Over.
I heard you, but I couldn't remember whether I had you checked in or not. I can't read it. I'll check you in again. Anyway, good enough. Go do 10 meters.
WB6ISO. How are you? Good what? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, Lord.
At this time of year. And one thing about it, a very happy New Year to you and your family.
Okay, I'm going to move into the Bay Area. I hear Dennis chatting away, but he won't hear me.
Yes, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Yeah, Mike, I don't know if it's going to try to get checked in here real quick. Get some people want to get checked in when it gets up this way.
Yeah, but I'm going to get there in a few minutes, Dennis. Stand by. Okay, Bay Area Bozo Net, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area.
Good evening there, Mike, WB6ISO.
I hear you, Dennis, but you didn't hear me when I responded, over.
Yeah, a few this way, let a few check-ins here for you.
Well, can you wait till I get there? I'm not there yet. I'm in the Bay Area trying to get check-ins in the Bay Area, over.
Yeah, I'll be later, WB6ISO.
All right, thank you. Again, Bay Area, Bozo Net, K6MYC, standing by. Anybody? Oh, boy. I didn't hear that one. Who is it? Try it again. Try it again. Boy, I'm not hearing anybody in the Bay Area that I'm sure of. QRZ again, Bay Area Bozo Net, K6MYC, 2 meters, over. Okay, I guess we'll have to give up on the Bay Area.
Stand by 1 second, Mike. This is W6BBS relay for net control. Bay Area, over. I'm hearing somebody in there. Maybe it's somebody talking to Dennis. I can't pull them out.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Dennis chatter.
Oh, Norway again, please. Oh, Willie Baker 6, Juliet, November. Okay, we got you now. You hearing Mike?
No. Why am I not hearing Jim tonight? Give me some more chatter. Have him just transmit for 10, 15 seconds, over.
Yeah, give us some chatter there, Jim, so Mike can try to peek on you, over. WB6JNN, give us some chatter, over.
Jim in San Jose speaking on 12345-54321 and giving you as much time.
Would he be checking in with Dennis?
Things swings around here.
No, I want Dennis to stay in order.
No, would JNN check in with Dennis?
No, he's on here. I'm hearing Jim now. Yeah, WB6JNN, K6MYC. It's a funny path here with the moon bouncer. I have to go back down to south of Santa Cruz to get you. Maybe you're getting the path from the Southland this evening, Jim. WB6JNN, good evening. Merry Christmas. We missed you there the last couple of days, but good to hear you. K6MYC. Go ahead, Jim. Boy, the path is terrible between us. I didn't get any of that until the end. You came up just the last 3 words, over. He's down again. WB6JNN, give me a repeat, just a short repeat, Jim. You went away again, K6MYC. Horrible path over there. Want to see if you can pull anybody else, Frank?
Yeah, I'll call again. I've lost Jim entirely. This is W6BBS looking for check-ins from the Bay Area. The Bay Area or anybody that can hear me. W6BBS for the Bozo Net looking for check-ins. Over, over.
An amplifier. There we go. W6BBS, W6CQL.
We got you.
Boy, Jim, yeah, when you turned on the amplifier, you came. I knew it was you, but you were kind of buried until you came up. Beautiful signal, Jim. Solid 5-7 tonight. Over.
Yeah, you're about the same over here, Frank. You sound real good. 5-7, 5-8, something like that. So, good deal.
All righty, very good. I'll go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, somebody else talking in there as well. Who was that? Do you hear somebody over there, Jim?
I did. I heard a voice in there. I don't know if it's Jim working Tom over there in Santa Cruz or what, but I don't hear it right now.
Oh, they're just talking away.
WA6AXX.
Yeah, I had WA6AXX with WA6PQL. Good evening, Jim. By the way, we've been missing you, so Merry Christmas to you, Jim. We've already done the formalities there with Ed, so I won't repeat it. Hi. But we missed you for the last 3 or 4 days. You were quiet, man. Even on 1296, I thought, sure, we'd get you on 1296. We had the best, a good check-in run. We got about 26, 27 on 1296, which was a little less than normal, but we only got one guy in the Bay Area. Over.
Oh, that's weird. Well, I got my days mixed up. After Christmas falling on a Monday, I kind of thought that the next day was going to be 222, so I was on 222 looking for everybody. And tonight I began on 1296 and then looked at my watch, which has a calendar on it, and realized I slipped a day somewhere. So that's what went on there.
Oh, well, we should have been on your page. All mixed up with the dates. It's easy to do that when Christmas falls on Monday. Boy, does that screw up your head.
Yeah, I have trouble enough remembering the weekends, you know.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, good to hear you anyway. And let me get it over to Ed. Ed, good evening. And boy, the propagation to you guys is pretty awful here. I'm on the Moonbound Array tonight, so we can be streaming. I've got the cable run to the barn, but we don't have everything hooked up and running yet. So maybe by Sunday night we might have this streaming going on from the barn on 2 meters here, and I'll have better overall propagation. WA6AXX in the group, K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. Yeah, so you able to work PQL. JNN is in there too. WB6JNN is in there. I don't think you're hearing each other too well. And also WNI, sorry, I don't know the prefix, WNI, I believe, is in there as well. That's it from here, K6MYC, WA6AXX.
Okay. Yeah, WNI, N6 WNI or something like that. I can't remember the call. Let me see if we can pull him out. If he doesn't come back to me, would you give him a call and have him check in and get his number? I talked to him last week, but I can't remember. He's only been in a couple of times here. WA6AXX and the Bozo Net standing by for WNI station. Go ahead.
Very good, Gary. Did you get him, Mike?
Well, I had him, but he didn't stay long enough for me to peek on him.
Okay, it's WB6 WNI, Gary in San Jose, Bozo Net 1090. Go ahead, Mike. And thanks for checking in, Gary.
Ask him if he's vertical.
Gary, Mikey is asking, are you vertically polarized? I don't mean standing up. Is your antenna vertically polarized?
Yes, it is. If you can tell, Mike, if you want to relay, you'll get a
Okay, Mikey. Yeah, Gary is running vertical right now. He's working on a horizontal antenna, and Gary is asking you, Mikey, if you know what an RA-4B is, Romeo Alpha-4 Bravo. Do you know what that is, Mikey?
Is it an antenna? I can hear you now. I switched to vertical. Is this better for you, Gary?
Oh, way better. I don't know if you'd be familiar with that antenna. It's not considered a 2-meter antenna. That would give you a double hit. But yes, you're something much better. Over.
Yeah, I'm not getting you 100% because you've got flutter on you now. An RA, you're asking me what it is? I don't know what it is by the number. What does it look like? Do you have one?
Yes, I think it took me forever to figure out what it is. And it is from harmonic. It is used for gain tracking. It's 8 elements, 14 feet, and it looks like it's defined on 2 meters, but its special purpose is for gain tracking. Imagination, don't ask me how it came about. No clue. K6 MIC there, you can set it up.
Is it W6WNI or WB6WNI?
Whiskey Bravo 6.
Okay, and the Bozo number I got was 1090?
That is correct.
Okay, yeah, I copied that part. Okay, but I'm not getting much about the antenna. Maybe you could relay just bits and pieces to Ed if you copied well enough, over.
And Cathay's Valley's calling in.
What's that?
Cathay's Valley's trying to check in.
Cathay's Valley, I don't know who that is.
That's Mark, K6ORJ.
This antenna is an 8-element.
Just came off of Little Bullion.
But it was designed for you.
Did you copy that?
No, I'm listening to the guy in San Jose.
Yeah, I'll pass that along, Gary. If Mikey, did you hear Gary just now?
Yeah, I could hear him, but he got doubled up on by 2 or 3 stations. Frank, go ahead and pick up the Cathay's Valley. I don't know who that would be, over.
I believe it was K6ORJ. Give me the call again, Cathay's Valley.
Roger. 275. Just came off of Little Bullion. I should have called you from there, but I forgot. Just came off Little Bullion, and I'm in Cathay's Valley now, heading back.
Okay, Mark.
Roger, okay, yeah, it's 275 K6ORJ. He's mobile. He was coming off of Mount Bullion. He's in Cathay's Valley right now, Mike, mobile.
Yeah, Roger, I got you, Mark. I think it's Mark over there, K6ORJ. We've got you. Thank you for checking in. Yeah, but the problem is you were in the other station I'm listening to in the Bay Area we're doubling, so I didn't get much of either one of you. Thanks for checking in. No problem on checking in late. Merry Christmas to you, Mark, and good to hear you, over. Okay, I take it you're vertical. You're much stronger vertical. Okay, 7-3 for now, and catch up with you soon. K6ORJ, K6MYC. Now, let's try one more time. If you got it, Ed, why don't you just relay it so we don't take any more time here? Go ahead. What was the description? Element 5 and 6 elements or something? Over.
Okay, yeah. So it's an 8-element beam on a 14-foot boom, and it was originally designed for game tracking. So Gary is saying that we all need to talk like turkeys so that it'll work with his antenna better, since it was designed for game tracking. Go ahead.
Yeah, what frequency, what's the length of the elements, Gary? Roughly, are they about 35 to 40 inches long?
Yeah, apparently I was kidding about the turkey, by the way. Just kidding about turkeys. And Jim says that like 148 to 152 is the design frequency for the antenna for game tracking. Go ahead, Mikey.
Yeah, well, it's going to be way too short for this part of the band, that's for sure.
Yeah, but it sounds like it's kind of working.
Oh, this is breaking.
Okay, yeah, Gary's on a vertical right now. I forgot. Yeah, Gary's on a vertical now, but he's going to put into service this RA4B antenna, 8 element, 14 feet, and he'll extend the elements if necessary. So he's aware it's not cut for the 2 meter band, but he'll extend the elements if necessary. Yeah. Go ahead, Mikey.
Okay, are you going to model it in order to know how far to extend it over?
Yes, we have a VNA at our disposal.
No, it doesn't make any difference. You can VNA it till hell freezes over, but it don't tell you where the antenna is working. It tells you only where the match is. Over.
Well, then, I think that's the best I can be able to do. At the moment, though, I would like to do like the antennas. I am currently using your 13 LBA in vertical mode, of course. So it's the 13 LBA that I'm working on right now.
Okay. Boy, it's not very strong for 13 elements coming this way. Are you running, what, 10 watts or something?
Well, 50 watts. Like, could you copy me? Which way? Let me give you a little chatter, then you can move on with the rest of the group up here. What degrees are you pointing your beam at me? I'm just curious, because I can just use the reverse.
Well, yeah, you should, you can tell him where to point, Ed. He should be pointing at about 105 or so, over.
He went out. Right now it is about 105. So I will, because we had strong winds today, you never know, but it is currently 105. Anyway, thanks, Mike. I will let you get back to the group. WNI.
Yeah, well, can you rotate it while we're listening to you, over?
Don't I wish? No, I have to rotate it by hand. It's too wet outside at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, no worries then. No worries. I understand. All right. Well, look, you could scale the antenna. I would just take the frequency of 144 or 144.5 or something, and divide it into the frequency that one is cut for, the center of the band, and that'll tell you what the length of the elements have to be in terms of percentage. That'll give you a percentage like 1.05 or 1.08 or something, and then grossly add that much to the elements and cut them within 1/16 of an inch of the increments. Gary, over.
Oh, I understand. Yes. That is a good advice, and I'll do that. Right now with this raining, it's sort of on hold, but I am going to do exactly what you did.
Okay, very good. That'll get you started on it anyway. And you're a tiny bit low in frequency, I think. He's a little off frequency. Ed, can you help him get on frequency?
Yeah, you're, let's see, I guess you're a little low. You're low like this. WB6WNI, WA6AXX, if you can tune, depends on your radio, transmit, receive, offset, maybe a little mess. Anyway, if you copy me sounding more normal, then you give it back to Mikey. And in the meantime, we'll work on getting turkeys all together for next week to join the Bozos. Go ahead, Mikey.
Okay. Well, it'll surely work better than what he has when he gets it horizontally polarized, and if it scales even close, it should be fine. Very good. Good luck with it, Gary. I wish I could help you more, but I got to have a whole bunch more dimensions before we can model it here and tell you. If you want to do all the dimensions written down to element diameter and the method the elements are mounted to the boom, I need to know that whether through the boom or on top or passed through and grounded or not grounded. All that stuff affects the element length. It won't affect your scaling because you're going to keep it just as it is. So, but if I'm going to model it, I have to have all information like that. All right. For now, 73s. Let's see how it works out. I don't know how you're going to lengthen the elements, but that remains to be seen. I don't know what the element construction is. It may be if it's rod, it's difficult to lengthen them. Maybe you could drill and tap in little screws on each end or something. All right, 7-3s. Anybody else in the Bay Area? Bozo Net, K6MYC. Okay, nothing heard. Let me go back to horizontal. Okay, back to horizontal. Bay Area, last call, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area. Missing a lot of people here. Okay, let's go up to Martinez and see if Russ is there. I think I could go direct path to you. I have to go around the horn or something funny here. How about that, Russ? K6ERF, K6MYC.
Yeah, right, Mike, K6MYC, K6ERF. We have KE6QR on here, and boy, the band is not good tonight, is it?
No, it's not. It's terrible. I moved back a little bit and peeked you a little bit, but I'll get Gary in here as well. Good to hear you. Merry Christmas.
Same to you, Mike, and the rest of the New Year coming up. Of course, we'll be talking to you before then. Over to you, Gary.
Kilo Echo 6 Quebec Romeo. Hello, Russ. Hello, Mike. This is my very first contact on a brand new radio. Icon 700. So, 100 watts.
Well, you're doing pretty well, Gary, and it sounds very nice. Very good. It does. I don't recognize your voice, so it's obviously doing a really good job of repeating what you sound like. Over.
Oh, Roger. Thank you. I put in an order at the M squared for the satellite pack, and now I got to figure out if I have to hold this all up. It only needs to be 15 feet above ground. I'm going to get to the garage first.
Okay, I got most of that. Boy, the fading is terrible. Every other word is up and down. It's just a slow or rapid up and down fade. Real solid for 2 words and then really weak for 2 words and so on. But it sounds good. The radio sounds good. What is it, Gary?
ICOM 9700. IC 9700. 9740.
Oh, okay. That's a good one. And I'm using the same thing here with a standard mic that came with it. Is that what you're using?
Yes, that's what I'm using. I also ordered the 1.2 gigahertz beam, the one that's 5.5 feet long or 5.8 feet long. On my rubber, so I'll be putting it on a pickup mast on my pickup truck when I'm up on Diablo and back up on the big hills there.
Yeah, Roger. Well, that's a good choice. That's a 23 CM 22 element, 17 dB of gain, and it's a good one. You'll like it. I've got 8 of them up here at 100 feet. That's what I call the net width. Over.
Okay, sounds good, and hopefully I'll be able to check in at some point. Thank you, and have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, KE6QR, CM88.
Belated Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, in case we miss you between now and then, Gary. Thanks much. Sounding good. I like it. Go ahead, Russ. K6ERF, K6MYC.
Thanks, Russ.
Yeah, real good, Mike. And Gary, it does sound great. I was going to comment on the audio is good. The signal is pretty clean, strong, so no problem whatsoever there. Yeah, Mike, this kind of reminds me of the days when we could go to the ridge where 6 meter was just dead forever. That's the way 2 meters sounds tonight. But you're coming through okay because the power and everything. I see you come up to 7. And normally you get way up there, like 10 minutes, going over 9. You don't get 7 every night, right?
Yeah, I didn't get all of that. You took a big fade at the end, and it got real funny and up and down again. Like path is just terrible tonight. Must be some weather front coming in. Over.
Yeah, I tried all directions on the beam, and nothing helps. Yeah, there's something going bad here.
Now, I've got the moon bounce array and 1200 watts going in your direction too. So this is 4 XP22s and 70 feet, and the 1100 or 1200 watts going at you, and it's just terrible. Usually, in your direction, you're out of the hills, and I'm not pointing through a neighbor's house or anything. So it should be a lot better than it is. It's just terrible tonight. Thanks, Russ. We'll see you on Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow, and hopefully 432 will be a lot better. It's a higher antenna, much more in the clear than this one.
Okay, Mike, yeah, you came up to S3. This is a terrible night. Let's forget it. Catch you next time on 432.
Roger. 73, Russ. 73, Gary. K6MYC going to... Okay, N6RO, if you can copy me here, N6 Radio Oscar. Let me tune it up a little bit. N6RO, K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, N6RO, 835.15 inches of rain. And I missed the last couple of nights because of Zoom calls, family, and another ham-oriented call. But I'm back at the radio tonight, and all hail to the IC 9700 Club. I'm using the same thing as you and Gary, N6RO.
Yeah, very good, very good. I think you'll like it. It's very complex, and it's very capable of a lot of things. We're doing a lot of things with it. That's really implementing a lot of this live streaming that we're doing here. And the 9700 making it easy, along with some technical help from people that understand how to make it work. All I do is turn it on and talk into the mic, over.
Well, that's really all I do. When I need help, I call one of my younger team members who understands the ICOM menu system better than I.
Well, you don't have to do too much in the menu to get pretty good results out of it. And there's just some of the things are quite easy. The function button right in the middle of the top of the antenna, top of the radio, right in the middle on the top edge is a function button. You push it in and then you touch. It's a touch screen too, so you touch the section that you want to get into, and you can control the power from there and mic gain and compression. All that stuff is right there at your fingertips, and that's about as far as I go. And then, of course, it's got three different... you'll have a box when you push on the main number, like 144 here. If you tap on that, it brings up a box of 9 choices, with 3 choices on each band, so you can set up for 3 quick adjustments to 3 different frequencies on 3 different bands, and that's very handy. I use that to get from band to band here, but that's about as far as I go. Then it has a nice blinker and a preamp. You definitely want to know where the preamp buttons are on the other side next to the volume. It's a little strange in the volume and RF gain control. The RF gain and the squelch are combined. So you want to run it on sideband where you're just out of the squelch mode. You run it right up against where it squelches off and then back off where you've got white noise. And that's where the RF gain is max, over.
Yeah, Roger. I do essentially what you just said in all counts. And but there's still capabilities that I'll never use. I don't do satellite stuff and some of the other functions that are there. Just a boy and his radio. On another subject, I just acquired I don't have it yet, but I got a deal on a MA40 tower that I hope to replace my erector set mast that the UHF antennas are on. So we hope to get them up about 45 feet. It may help a little bit, or it may not. N6RO.
Oh yeah, that'll help, and it's a nice little clean mast, and you can put quite a big stick out the top and put the 1296 right up the top. You could probably go 42. You could probably go up another 12 or 15 feet, so you can get up in the 50s with the 1296 antenna and stuff, and then just Christmas tree it on down, over.
Yeah. They don't give really wind load specs for anything except 1 foot above the tower, and I handle 4.8 square feet. But I'm going to need about 8 feet sticking up to get 4 antennas up there. I'm going to get a 2M7, so I have a second 2-meter antenna, plus all the other 3 bands that I have now. Anyway, when I get the tower, I'll know what I have to do to make it work. N6RO.
Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about the wind load too much. It's probably got a little bit of margin. I've never had any problem with mine. I've got all kinds of crap stacked on mine that's probably overloaded it, never had a problem. But I've got a mast that sticks out the top. Mine's 54 feet, and then it goes up from there. So I've got at least 10 feet, maybe more than that, sticking out the top. But 1296 and little stuff like that you can put at the top and then Christmas tree it, and you won't really have much worry about the wind area. Over.
Okay, Ken.
Right. I'm still going to run it through my chief engineers because he refines everything down to square inches. More I know when the tower arrives here, N6RO.
Okay, Frank, go ahead.
Hey, Ken, N6ROW6BBS. I just thought I'd tell you a little story at my prior location. As a temporary setup, I put my 2-element 40 on my U.S. Tower's 40-foot mast, and actually had a ham 4 rotator sitting on top of the mast, and then the antenna on top of that. And it was a temporary thing that ended up being up there for about 6 or 8 months. And during that time, we got hit with one of those weird windstorms that had 100-mile-an-hour winds whistling down the canyons. At one point, there was a recording of 125-mile-an-hour winds here in my area in Coarsegold. And it didn't collapse on me. Now, it was well overloaded, but they're pretty tough. They can take quite a bit. Over.
Yeah, that's what I hear, Frank. So I'm looking for, I actually got 2 of them coming. We're going to put up another tower for HF as far away from the stack towers for HF contesting on 2 different modes at the same time. Anyway, that's another story. One of these days I got to start talking more about the battery backup thing.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Roger that. Well, you got my number. Anytime you want to give me a call, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sure. Are you and Mike happy with the way it's working now, or you still have things to do?
Well, we have things to do, namely just expansion. Mike needs more solar panels, and I need more solar panels, batteries, and everything. But as far as the systems and their operating and everything like that, I'm quite pleased myself. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, Roger. Well, we'll just quickly tell you with the 30,000 watts of battery that I have here, 6 of the 50 volts at 100 amps. I've got 6 of those, and that seems to be adequate to run the house when I can charge them fully. When I can't charge them fully, like on a cloudy day, they don't get up to 100%, then it won't maybe make it overnight till the next morning. But if and that's just a solar panel limitation, Mike. I got lots of panels, but they're old, and they're only giving me about 75% of what they're capable of. So under the brightest of sun, we only see 6,000 watts coming out of them, and we should see 8,400. So that's give you some idea. But most of the time, I'm running in the 3,000 watt charge. And like today, it was hazy. We did see some 3,000 watt when we could see the sun, but when the sun went away, it drops way down, and it just doesn't charge up all the way. So there's ways to rig it so that you can always go back on and trickle into it. Once the batteries overnight get below 50%, you just go on PG&E and let them just charge the batteries only. Over.
Yeah, right. Well, that's the plan. I'm just sort of hanging loose until you are completely satisfied and have all the batteries and panels you need. Then I'll duplicate it up here. No great rush, but I'm tired of feeding PG&E. See you later, or tomorrow.
Yeah, I would say you need between about 30 panels. You could probably use 40. 3 strings of, let's see, 42. You could three strings of 14 each or something. That would, with 450 watt panels, you would have a ton of extra. My panels are only 200 watts a piece, and new ones are going to be 400 or 450 watt per panel. So I'm going to replace mine, but I'm only going to replace them. I'm only going to put 30 new ones in, and that'll give me almost 2/3 again more capability for charge, and they charge better in poorer sun also.
Yeah, okay. I've got 36 panels, but they're old also, 200 watters. So I'll probably get a package. I think I'm going to ground mount the new stuff just so I can clean them easier and don't have to go up a ladder. Anyway, it's in the future. We got a lot of other plans going on here. Onward and upward, they say, N6RO.
Yeah, Roger. Well, 36 should be fine. But, yeah, 30 or 40 panels should get you way up into the capability where you won't have to even trickle charge it. But it's nice. It's a nice little feature if you stay with the inverter that I have that has that capability, and that doesn't cost much for an occasional trickle charge. All right, Frank, anything else? And then we'll get Steve in here. He's waiting patiently, I'm sure.
No, I think we pretty well got it covered. Ken's got my phone number, so we can hook up anytime he likes, W6BBS.
Thanks, Frank.
All right, there you go. We'll talk to you tomorrow on 4:32. Ken, welcome back. Understand about the Zoom meetings with the family. That comes first, of course. Merry Christmas belatedly, and Happy New Year, but we'll have you a chance to say that one. We are live streaming tonight, and we'll probably be live streaming on Sunday night again from the barn. We'll be live streaming tomorrow from here. But by Sunday night, we might have it hooked up so we can do it from the barn. That would be good. I ran the cable today, but we haven't put the ends on and stuff like that yet. So there you are. Let's see, W6SSW. Long wait there. If you're there, Steve, K6MYC.
Beacon.
WB6MYC. Right, we'll be right with you. Let me just get Steve out of the way here, Dennis. Hang on 1 second.
Know that you're back on the radio, and yeah, it'll be nice to see that MA40 up there, maybe up against the house, like where you have the other one, and maybe even rotated at the bottom. I'm not sure. That may be the way to go. And Frank, the beacon sounds good up here in the Delta. On 5 watts this morning, dropped down a little bit below audible during fades. At 10 watts audible during fades, no problem. W6SSW.
Okay, very good. Hey, on the beacon now, I've moved it. About midday, I moved it. It's now on tower at 60 feet all by itself on the very northwest edge of my pad, which gives me the best shot north up the valley and whatnot. So it should be a little cleaner than it was early this morning and yesterday. And because it's further away now, I'm running 15 watts, or that's what I was before the net. And so it'll be running 15 watts tomorrow all day long and at a much higher elevation. Over.
Okay, Roger. I'll check it in the morning and see how it sounds.
You're very loud for 15 watts, Frank.
My beacon was running 15 watts. I'm running a kilowatt right now. Over.
Okay, thanks.
Very good. Yeah, no. This is my 15 watt QRP radio. All right, go ahead, Mike.
Ken, he's talking about the 432 beacon. We're putting beacons on all the bands. Frank's activated 432 currently. 432-260, so you should check for that. That should be very easy to hear at your place. 432-260. Currently, because of solar panel and battery limitations, he's on from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then he doesn't have any sunlight after that, so he shuts it off. Over.
Yeah, good. Maybe when all of the beacons are installed, you can put the frequencies on the Bozo Net page.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to do that. It's just PQL was. He was like you. He didn't show up the last few days, only he had a different excuse. His excuse was that he was one day off and he couldn't figure out why he didn't hear anybody on 222. Over.
I hate it when that happens. It often.
So that's why he wasn't on 1296 yesterday. Anyways, I was going to mention that to him and have him start to give a slot there where we can put the beacon information on there. I forgot to mention it to him just this evening, but we'll get to it. It isn't quite ready, although it's getting closer. And we're looking for transverters. We're trying to do it all with a 2-meter radio and then transvert to 222, 432, and 1296. So that's the plan. That'll keep it the simplest. Over.
Yeah, sounds good.
And they'll all be 5 to 15 or so watts when we get running, and we'll have, right now we're trying to get by with omnidirectional antennas. What's up there now is an egg beater, just a single egg beater at 432. So it's a tiny little antenna about 10 inches in diameter. You know what an egg beater is. So if you hear it, you'll know how it works. And from Frank's location, it should be fine now. All right, Steve, and the same to you. Of course, you've got all that information, and we'll get all this beacon information once we solidify it and nail down some frequencies. We'll get it all on the Bozo web sheet. The live streaming is also functional tonight as well. W6SSW for your final, Steve. K6MYC.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. And Frank, that's about 115 miles to here. I'm at sea level-ish, and picking it up on an 18-element homebrew Yagi.
Okay, very good. Well, I appreciate that report, and I appreciate, because at this point, like Mike says, we're not finished yet, but I've moved the antenna several times, and I'm trying elevations. I'm trying to avoid going up to the top of my property and building a building up there to house it all. I want to keep it down at this level, so hence at 60 feet now, if it pans out well on 432, then we'll just put the rest of them up at about the same height and continue forward with the project. Over.
Okay, and you're what, at about 2,000-foot elevation there?
The house pad is 2,450 feet, 2,450. And then I've got about another 100 feet of elevation above me that I can go up the ridge before my property ends. Over.
Okay, roger that. Yeah, that's a good spot. All right, well, 7-3 you guys, and we'll catch you on 432 tomorrow night. W6SSW, Discovery Bay.
Okay, thanks. 7-3, Steve, and I'm going up to right to get Dennis here. There we go, Dennis. This should be awfully close. WB6ISO, if you're still there. Thanks for waiting. K6MYC. Busy night tonight.
Okay, Mike, you might bump your antenna a little bit more this way. You're not too terribly strong here at the present time. If you want to copy in, this is WB6ISO, Bozo 86, and I have a few check-ins for you when you're ready to write them down. Over.
Well, I'm trying to find a peak on you. You're just spread out all over the spectrum here. I don't have any peak on you.
Well, I peek on you. I could hear you and the other stations down there at the present time, so I'll think a little bit. Maybe you might be able to find me. If not, maybe somebody else could hear me and they can relay what I have to put down for check-in. So anybody else could copy me any better than Mike?
Oh, I'm copying you fine. I just can't get a peek on you. That's what I'm saying. I can't get rid of the multi-path, but we've got a better spot now. No, I'm copying you. Hell, I heard you when you started to call in at 8:30, 7:30 this evening, but you didn't hear me.
Well, no, at that particular time, believe it or not, I was still working over into the Nevada area over there and everything else. So anyway, a pleasant good evening, and before I get too further along the whole situation, I just want to wish you and your family and whoever else is listening on the radio this evening a happy New Year that's coming up. A little late for the Christmas, but I hope everybody had a nice Christmas. But nevertheless, Happy New Year to one and all that's out there, and hope you get all brand new radios and antennas or whatever you want. So if you need new antennas, get that guy Mike a call down there. He'll fix you right up. Anyway, Mike, if you're ready, I got some check-ins here for you.
I've got Dave and Kent already written in. Who else do you have?
Okay, so you got 16336. Okay. K6LBP, Mr. JR, 1101, number 1101, over.
Okay, got K6 Lima Bravo Tango 701, got it?
No, correction. Kilowatt 6, Lima Bravo Papa.
Yep. That's the problem with not doing it phonetically, see?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah. Kilowatt 6, Lima, Bravo, Papa.
Got it? Go ahead.
1101. Next one.
Oh, 1101.
6, GLA. Okay, his name is Jay. Number 688.
Okay, give me Jay's call again.
Kilowatt Echo 6 Golf Lima Alpha.
Okay, got KE6 GLA, got it.
Okay, and how about the W1 FRD? Whiskey number 1, Frank Romeo Delta, Mr. Fred 976.
Got it, okay.
And Kilowatt Delta 6, Uniform Bravo X-Ray, KD6 UBX233.
Got it.
And I'm Bozo 86, and I think that will pretty much take care of the situation I got here. With that, I will be clear. They're going to kill us while I'm down to 144.215. Have a pleasant good evening. Again, a Happy New Year to one and all from WD6ISO.
Okay, very good, Dennis. Well, we'll see you tomorrow on 432. Merry Christmas belatedly. We didn't hear you the last couple of evenings. But Merry Christmas, of course, and we'll catch you before New Year's. But we hope everybody has a wonderful 2024, better than 2023. Nothing could be worse than 2023. I'm not from a personal standpoint, but I think overall it's been a ratty year with all the wars and other crap going on. All right. 7-3, Dennis, and we'll see who else is in there in the Sacramento direction. K6MYC Bozo Net, Sacramento.
759. 410. 776.
Are you checking all those ones that are checking in, Mike, or do I need to stick here for a relay?
No, I got them all. I'm just writing them down.
Okay, guys, he's getting all there and had a little bit on the TL15D. I think I heard you in there, and Darren, whoever else. WD6ISO, clear. Kill us while down to 215.
Hi, Dennis. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Okay, let's see. All right, well, I got 4 numbers written in here, but... Oh, wait a minute here. The first one, Fred. Okay, K1YQP. That's who it is. I can't read my writing, Fred. You know that. But I wrote your number in, but I couldn't read the numbers, so... Okay, and then we got KR6MR759. We got somebody else. Who was the next one? I got KL6KD. I'm missing one.
410?
410, that's it. Good evening, Russ. KW60. I got you written in here, but I couldn't read it. Okay, got everybody, I think. We missed you last night on 1296. Russ, did you make it?
I did. I heard you and calling Paul up in Placerville, but just faintly. I just heard you mention his call sign, and then that was it. I didn't hear anything else.
Okay, I think you got something wrong there. Here's
pretty possible. Well, I've got a little cheapy antenna. I'm thinking seriously about putting a little better antenna up.
Okay, what is the antenna?
Oh, it's that little Chinese comet thing that you get from a ham radio outlet. I forgot how many elements it is, but it's not very long.
Oh, okay. Is it supposed to be for 1296 or 1269?
No, 1296.
Really? You think it's about, what, 2 feet long or something?
Yeah, it's probably 3.5 feet long, something like that.
God, it should be working better than that.
It does work. I've made some contacts on it, but, in the rain and whatever's going on up there, I don't know. But anyway, no, the SOER is fine on it. Doesn't even kick the thing up at all here on the 9700. But anyway, yeah, there's probably something going on with it.
What's the feed line?
Let's see, I am running, half-inch heliacs from the radio to the antenna. Nothing in between, just one solid run of half-inch hard line, well, semi-hard line.
Well, that should be all right. 9700, or what's the radio?
Yeah, it's 9700 with 10 watts.
Okay, well... If you didn't hear me very good, there's something wrong, because I was running 600 at 8 23CM 22s at 100 feet.
Yeah, there's probably something going on this end. But anyway, I did hear you, but obviously we didn't make contact.
Well, yeah, but how loud did you hear me?
Barely. I just copied you out of the noise. I heard you with Paul's call sign, and that was it.
Now, that's weird, because you're so loud on these other bands. I don't know why you aren't loud on that one.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm sure it's antenna related, Mike, and that's probably not going to improve until you get a better antenna.
Maybe there's some feed line loss there.
Oh, he's got ½ inch, and it's only about 50, 60 feet, he said.
Yeah, but if there's a bad section in it.
Oh, bad section, nothing. It's brand new, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, it was surplus, but it had never been used, and I had it in my garage for about 15 years before I even took it out. So, yeah, this is the first time it's been installed.
Okay, hey, I got a news report here, Mike.
Go ahead.
It is sprinkling.
Okay.
We got a 40% chance overnight, and then it's going to clear off, but it's actually sprinkling here a little bit right now. Over.
Well, that's good.
All right, carry on. I just got excited about that.
Well, we should be excited about that. I'm sitting right at the net, so I'll get a chance to look at it in the morning and see if it's going to do anything else.
Hey, Mike 73, I'll get out of here. KW6T, Bozo 410.
Yep, gotcha. 73, Russ. Well, I guess you don't have the 432 running, right?
No, not at this point, but I've got a piece of coax laying here just ready to just run it up the wall and up through the attic and up on the tower. So it'll get done. It's just going to take me about 4 hours to do it.
Now, I hear you. I know. I ran just a cable today. It should have been straightforward. It took me more than 4 hours. Every single thing I did went wrong. Coup de raw, I'm at the top of the step ladder when WA6LOL called me. I'm answering the phone. I'm up 10 feet on the side of an oak tree. I have a pistol chainsaw on one hand and a drill motor in the other, and the drill motor freezes up on me. I've never had a drill motor freeze up. It's a DeWalt freezer. I got it down on the ground and I beat on it and then it came alive, but it froze up on the tower and I had to come down and make another trip. So that was what I did all day, was make extra trips. 756. Okay, Darren, we got you. Not loud, but we got you. Good evening, Darren. Go ahead.
Well, you also have Jack down here trying to check in K9TAZ.
Not yet. Just a minute. Now, Frank, where the hell's the noise blanker on this radio? I forgot where it is again. It isn't working.
It is between the two volume knobs. You got 4 buttons in there. It is the bottom left.
I managed to turn the Vox on, but I can't turn the blanker on.
Hey, Mike, I just turned the noise blanker on for you.
No, I just turned it off and on again. Okay, I got it on now. I can hear now. Now, all of a sudden, that pointed that direction. I've got power line noise. Now, tell me again, Darren, who was the other one that wanted to check in? Can anybody relay that? He's so broken up with the noise blanker breakup. I can't understand what he said. Anybody copy? 1064. I'm doubling with you, Darren. Is anybody copying Darren?
Again, Darren? Roger. Kilo 9 Tango Alpha Zulu, Mike. Does he have a Bozo number?
Help me out here, Jack.
didn't hear what he said.
Stand by. Again? Okay, 1063 and 1064, Mike.
Well, that's a guy and his wife. What's the other call?
Okay, we got one call. What's the other call sign?
Yeah, what's your wife's call?
Kilo Mike 9, Romeo Alpha Tango. We got it, Darren. Thank you.
Mike Alpha Tango? I thought you said Mike Romeo Tango.
Darren, is it Mike Alpha Tango? Yeah, Romeo Alpha Tango. Kilo Mike 9, Romeo Alpha Tango. Kilo Mike 9, Romeo Alpha Tango, Mike.
That's 1064, Olga.
Is that Mike Alpha Tango? Is that it?
Romeo Alpha Tango.
Oh, rat.
Yeah, Kilo Mike 9 rat. That would be correct.
I didn't write it down that way because I didn't think that was real. Okay. Okay, we got Olga on there. Good enough. Thank you for that, Darren. Really, really poor copy tonight, but it's not you, it's the band. It's just all broken up. I'm pointed up the valley, but you're just all broken up. I got terrible power line noise from something. Maybe rain stack. Let me just see once.
It's sprinkling here, Mike, KM6SRR.
He thought I was drunk, Rob. Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, we've got everybody checked in, and Mike's just checking his static situation right now. So 73, we appreciate all three of you being there. Over.
Okay, I'm finally back here. No rain here. That when I got up, I hooked my cell phone on the chair, and it came off and splattered its cell phone all over the floor and inverted the clip on the cell phone holder. I'm having fun today. It's one of those days. Mechanically, I'm falling apart.
But you ain't got to let that stop you now, are you, boss?
No, never has. All right.
Know the feeling.
Okay, is there anybody else while we're let's see, KO6KD, have I heard you, Bill?
I think you did, but I'll say something again here, just in case you didn't for me. Everybody actually hearing quite well this evening. I'm not having all the noises that you are. We've had close to just
just under 1/4 of an inch of rain here in the Roseville area. Good evening, everybody. KO6KD number 776.
Okay, KO6KD, K6MYC, fine. Yeah, nothing here yet, but it's the wind's blowing.
Yeah, we're getting a little breeze up here from time to time, so we'll see what happens. Oh, by the way, John is also standing by to check in as well.
Who is?
John.
Who?
KR6MR.
Oh, I got John already.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Now let me see. I heard CW. Somebody up in Nevada. Let me go out to Nevada. We're running really late here. Let me see here. Redding. I don't think I'm going to hear Redding. The conditions for me tonight are just terrible. Just terrible. Let's try Redding. Let's see if anybody can hear Redding. KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey.
Got you already, John.
Okay. I hear you, John. We got you checked in. I didn't talk to you yet, but we've got you checked in. I'm running late.
Yeah, conditions are really bad. Let you go. KR6MR.
We hear you fine. Thank you. Redding. Charlie November 80. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6SW, K6MYC in the group. Over. KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KO6HS, KO6HS, K6MYC, calling and listening. I have a feeling they're in there, but I just can't hear them.
SW's in there, Mike.
What's that?
KD6SW is in there, K1YQP.
Okay, well, I get him. See if, when you talk to him, see if Jerry KO6HS is in there as well.
Yeah, KD6SW, K1YQP for Mike. Is Jerry in there too? Over. Was that him in there, Rich? Over.
Yeah, I heard him.
Okay, right. Mike's got you now. They're both there, Mike. K1YQP out.
Yeah, Roger. Thank you, Fred. I heard just a bit of words from Jerry. I recognize your voice, Jerry. Very, very poor conditions tonight. The band's terrible tonight. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for being there. I'm sorry I'm late. Merry Christmas, belatedly, and we'll see you on Sunday night. We'll see you Sunday night. 7373 K6MYC. They're just unreadable. I can hear them. Holy crap. I've never seen it this bad. All right. I'm going to go to Redding. To Las Vegas. Not Las Vegas. Going to go to Nevada. How's Nevada better? That would be better. Nevada. Coming up to Nevada. Let's see if this is in Nevada. Somebody was on CW. Was that you, Richard? KD6 BQ, N7WT, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Yeah, we got your 249. Were you just on CW about 2 minutes ago?
Yep, that was me. Boy, you're weak tonight. And by the way, Dale there down near Larry is also hearing you on. He's hearing you. You probably won't hear him, over.
Yeah, I'll check you both in, and I also have to stand by and see if I can hear Daniel.
Yeah, Larry's still here. Give him a call.
N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, K6 6NYC and 7WT. So a pretty good signal right now, 5 and 7. But a lot of rapid QSP. Information. I worked you last night with the computer. I heard nothing out of you on the radio. Nothing out of you on 1296. I just basically kind of played it by ear when I heard you call, and I just said CWs during that period of time, and I noticed you were able to copy me, and it was no problem. And when I said CRs, you heard those, and everything worked out, except that I just had no propagation on the radio, and I don't know why. Usually I hear you pretty good, but there just has been no propagation the last couple of weeks. Over.
Well, how did you hear me?
I was on the computer, just SDR basically, and I was just working with that. Over.
Oh, an SDR. Well, I was hearing you. You were pretty good. You were, not pretty good, but you were Q5 on CW most of the time. Over.
Roger, I actually heard myself very weakly on the CW. I don't know how you heard me, but I could just barely detect me on the CW, on the SDR, on this end. But you were Q5, and no problem on the SDR, but no signal on the radio at all that I could hear. You just weren't there. Over.
Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, I got you checked in, so thank you for being there and fighting it. I knew you were struggling because I kept coming back and giving you Rogers 4 and 5 times, and you finally got him. Over.
Yeah, I heard you every time. It was just a matter of trying to get a CW signal back to you. I kept answering you, and I noticed a couple times you finally got my last 73 when you were talking to somebody else. Everybody took a standby so you could hear me. Anyway, that's why it was kind of rough trying to work with the computer because of the delays. Over.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, well, we made it. That's the main thing. Let's see if Daniel's in here. Daniel, are you copying KE7UQL, K6MYC?
This is 272 KE7UQL. Go ahead.
Oh, booming signal.
Okay, and I was not on 1296 last night, but I was on the computer. Over.
Well, we called you and called you and called you, but you never came back, so we didn't hear you.
Okay, that antenna is not put up at this time. Over.
Yeah, no, I figured that. I figured you did not have the antenna up. But anyway, we did call you, and I guess you heard me on the SDR, huh?
Yes. What about using that live chat to check in? Over.
What about using what?
Live chat. There's a little chat box on the YouTube screen. Over.
Relay.
Oh, I know what he said. Go ahead, Frank.
Yeah, he's talking about there's on the screen that we can see for the Bozo Net on YouTube, there's a little chat bar. And so everybody that's logged in there can chat and send messages back and forth if they're logged in. But it's not anything you would be able to see or access, Mike. Over.
Well, I don't have any monitor here at all. Somebody else could see it, but I don't have a monitor. What you're looking at on the stream is what is in my shack, but I don't have it on a monitor here. I would say at this point it's not quite valid for a check-in. Over.
Okay, and it sounds like I have to be logged in, so I have to be like a member or something.
Well, no, you can check in that way, but I'm not hearing you on 1296. That's the point.
Well, I'd have to ask for a relay from somebody.
Well, you weren't on there, though, were you? I would have heard you had you been there. Over.
Yes, Roger. I was not there on the radio, but I was there on YouTube. Over.
Yeah, but that's not a legitimate check-in. That's the point.
Okay, Roger. There's the answer. There's the answer I was looking for. Over.
Well, it's a real technical answer in your case because I don't check people in unless I hear some semblance of them on the air or somebody tells me that they're on the air on the frequency. If you're not on the air, you don't get checked in unless there's some other extenuating circumstance. Over.
Okay, understood. We'll just see what we can can, over.
I know you will. You've got the other two antennas up. I thought sure you'd have 1296 up, but no worries. Thank you much. Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas again, Daniel. And we'll see you. Hope to see you tomorrow night on 432. Over.
Okay, KG7, and 73. KJ6IX.
KJ6 India X-ray, is it?
Roger. Name here is Dale, and I'm just right down to Larry.
Oh, you're in Tulare. KJ6 India X-ray. Stand by a second. Just let me get one more thing written in here, and then I'll pick you up, okay? In Tulare, I'm way off of you. Stand by. All right, now, KJ6 India X-ray. Let's see if I can dig you out pointing the wrong direction. Tulare. My name is Mike. I don't think we've ever heard you before. Is this your first check-in to the Bozo Net, over?
Yeah, Roger. First time. Burn about 20 watts.
Okay, I'm losing you. I'm going to try and bring the antenna back up the valley so I can copy you. Give me a longer transmission. Give me your name and your exact location in and around Tulare there, over. Boy, as soon as I turn away, Frank, I'm not hearing him. Are you hearing?
I was just trying to get turned around, Mike.
Oh, where's Tulare? Is it north or south of it?
Visalia, point of Visalia.
Oh, okay. I've turned the wrong way. No wonder. Okay, we're coming around in your direction. Stand by, KJ6 India X-ray. I believe I have that right. I'm still not sure of the call. Stand by. I'm rotating in your direction. Stand by. Are you vertical or horizontally polarized, over? Tulare station, are you vertical or horizontal, over? KJ6 India X-ray, where'd you go?
Yeah, are you vertical or horizontal, over?
I can't hear him at all. Find out where he's located. He is not in Tulare. What are you hearing, Frank? I'm lost here.
I'm hearing nothing now, Mike. Nothing at all.
I don't know where he went. I heard him come back, but I have to be pointed toward Nevada.
Yeah, and Mike, I'm listening on my vertical just in case I can hear him, K6USY.
And you're not hearing him there. Isn't Tulare south of you?
Stand by. Somebody was just there. Station, go ahead again, please. Who was just in there transmitting a second ago? Go ahead. You were covered up. They're gone again now.
KJ6 India X-ray is the call we're looking for. So please, KJ6IX, please respond. if you're hearing us. If you're not hearing us, I would understand, but you must be hearing us. KJ6 India X-ray, make a transmission, please, so we can find you with the antennas. K6MYC, I'm vertical, over. I was looking, I didn't copy that. CW, go again. CW, go again. CW station, go again. Go again on CW. I missed your call, over.
K6MYC, K6MYC, KD6BQ, KD6BQ. Yeah.
Do you hear KD6BQ?
Yes, I do. Talking.
Over, Mike.
Yeah, I'm turned away from you, Richard, so I didn't get what you said. What did you say about KJ6 India X-ray? Oh, for God's sake.
I have info, Mike, SRR.
Well, there's CW in there. Was that you, Rob?
In Nevada.
No, I'm not doing CW. KJ6IX is up in Gardnerville, Nevada. Over.
Why did he say he's in Tulare?
Maybe he's driving through.
I'm coming back to Nevada. Here we go.
QRZ says KJ6IX is in Gardnerville, Nevada. That's Dale is the name of the fella. Over.
Okay, thanks for that. Okay, Richard, now I'm back up your way. KD6BQ. I guess he's in Gardnerville. Give me a transmission, Richard, over. Richard, KD6BQ, where'd you go?
K6MYC, KD6BQ. We're getting confused here because I'm hearing you on the other side, putting that down. So anyway, he's in Gardnerville, and he's standing by. He is vertically polarized, and hopefully you're copying me now there. K6MYC, KD6BQ in Delta Mike 09er, over.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, now let's try it again. KJ6 India X-ray. Is it KB6IX or KJ6?
Kilo Juliet 6, over.
Okay. KJ6IX. Have him make a transmission, Richard, please, over.
Yeah, say again, Mike, over.
I said have him make a transmission so we can peek on him, over.
Roger. Dale, if you're hearing me, Mike says for you to make a long transmission so we can peek the antenna on you. So KJ6IX, 86BQ, go ahead, Dale.
Use call signs when he goes over. He's just, I heard him say go ahead, but I wasn't even sure that's what he said. I'm having very, very marginal copy. So you got to use better protocol here. KJ6 India X-ray, K6MYC. I finally got a heading on you.
Roger. KJ6IX. KJ6IX, you're right there for my noise level, but I am probably over.
Are you hearing him, Frank?
Negative.
Yeah, I can't either, but I didn't want to talk over him. He comes and goes. He was in there good just a minute ago, and he turned it over to me, and now Richard's talking to him, and I can't hear him come back to Richard at all.
It's KJ6IX again.
Yeah, I haven't heard a thing out of him.
He's on there now. KJ6IX. Go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Dale, and Gardnerville, Nevada, over.
I got it. I got Gardnerville, Nevada. We got you all okay, Dale. Do you want a Bozo number? Are you going to be checking in from now on into Bozo Net? We'd love to have you. We'll be happy to give you a number. Over. You moved frequency, and I didn't copy. You're very high-pitched now. I've lost him again. God, the band is just terrible tonight.
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ. I just talked to Dale on 220. Yeah, he said he'd love to have a Bozo number, over.
Okay, yeah, he's coming up, and he's real Q5, and then he just disappears.
Roger.
There you are. Now you're in there, but I'm horizontally polarized now.
Okay.
That doesn't make any sense. I can't keep up with you here. The band is just jumping all over the place here.
Yeah, we're going to have to get that antenna for horizontal, but then we'll have to wait till springtime, over.
Okay, well, I'm copying you pretty well vertically polarized, but I'm listening horizontal, so go figure. Let me give you a number. Stand by. Rob, give me a number.
1112.
Okay. 1112. 1112. 1112. Over. Roger, Dale. Good to meet you. Sorry we're having so much trouble. The band is just doing some very strange things tonight. So pleased to have you in here, and we'll look forward to hearing you again. KJ6 India X-ray, Gardnerville, Delta Mike 08, K6MYC, Delta Mike 07, north of Fresno, over. Now he's gone again. Wonder if he's having received trouble.
Well, there's a lot of QSB on your signal, Mike, even from me. You're going from S9 down to below the noise, so a lot of QSB tonight, over.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on you. Sometimes when I switch to vertical, you're stronger on vertical, so the band is just all over the place tonight. Now you're stronger horizontal by a large margin, over.
Yeah, you're running about 5 dB over S9 right now. Good solid signal, so no problem copying you. But yeah, Dale's running a vertical, and he said he'd have to wait till springtime before he'd get a horizontal up. Going out in the cold's not a good plan right now, over.
Now, is he mobile or is he in the house?
Oh, negative. He's in the house.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I got the feeling that he's mobile. Maybe he originally said something about Tulare, and that got us all screwed up. But maybe he's from Tulare, now moved to Gardnerville, huh?
Now, I think what he was saying is that he's close to Larry, not Tulare, but close to Larry N7WT. So I think that's what, you misheard Tulare out of that.
Okay, that's where Larry came from. Okay, to Larry. He's close to Larry, Frank. That's what he was saying. Close to Larry N7WT, over.
Yeah, I copied that. I'm sitting here kind of chuckling a little bit. I can understand how that got misconstrued. Over.
God, we're having a hard time. My day is continuing. I think I'm just going to get off of here and go to bed. It's been that way all day.
Hey, Mike, WA6LO.
Hi, Dave. 8:56. We got you. Hang on a second. Okay. If you're copying Dale, 73s, and thank you very much for the relays and the help, Richard, now that we got it squared away. He's not into Larry. He is just close to Larry, whatever that is, in Gardnerville. Jesus, did that ever get us screwed up? Okay. Thank you, guys. 7373. Go ahead, Richard. It did. 73, Larry. 73, Larry. 73, Larry. Okay. Jesus, what a night. WA6LOL. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, my daughter came by and we went out to dinner and went up and we had Chinese food up there in Valley Springs, a really good place. So anyway, I'm kind of getting here late. I said I'd be here. Hello, Frank. I hear you in there. You're loud as heck. You're on 2 meters. You're like 20 over 9, but I don't hear you so well on 6, and I don't understand that. But anyway, I have both the antennas are aimed the same way. So, but anyway, yeah, well, here I am. So I got that 2-inch, quarter-inch steel quarter wall ordered today, so it should be getting here, and I should have that 2800 oriented by the 3rd or 4th. So things are moving along.
Yeah, good. Where did you buy the steel?
On eBay. A guy was selling it on eBay, so I figured out I got a 6-foot chunk of it. It gives me about 1.5 feet off the top.
Yep, that's not good enough, though. You're going to have to extend it with something.
Oh, do I need a support thing up there?
Oh, absolutely. That's the pulley thing I told you about.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, well, I'll just extend it with something and do what I got to do when I get it here.
Yeah, that's not terribly critical. It's just a vertical load on it, so it could be extended. I can send you a piece of 2-inch or 2.5 inch that's wedged to fit 2-inch that would go up further, and then you could do it with that. So we'll get through that once you get all the pieces in hand. Does he just have 6 foot, or did you just order 6 foot?
Well, he just had, I think, 30 inches, and then I think he had 48 inches, and then 6 foot, and he actually had a piece of 7 foot, I think, but I didn't feel like I needed to go up that high because I was thinking I just needed to go higher if I was going to put other antennas on the top, and that's such low elevation there. It's just moon bounce that I'm not going to put any other antennas on it, so I didn't really stop to think that I needed that vertical, but yeah, maybe that'll work, and then it's going to be, I think it's going to be the 5th or 6th before I get that here.
Yeah, very good. Was it a scrap price or something? What did you pay for it?
It was expensive. It was like $105 plus about, I think, $85 shipping. So.
$85 to ship it?
Yeah, I think it's coming from Ohio or something.
Oh, Jesus. You sure you didn't check it locally? Did you check local?
I just looked around. I just punched the numbers in that 31, whatever the numbers you gave me on the internet, and I just didn't see a whole lot coming up, you know, and what I did see coming up, I really didn't see anything local, you know, and to get that quarter wall, now I saw a lot of 1/8 wall, but I didn't see that much quarter wall. So the only thing that I found quarter wall with those numbers, that type of tubing, steel 2-inch quarter wall, was on eBay with that guy with those lengths.
Okay, well, it's done. We won't belabor it, but no, you should. There's plenty of steel suppliers right here in the San Joaquin Valley that you should have been able to get it through.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I didn't find them. I suppose I could have, maybe called around and done it that way. But I went online and I got what I got there. So. Anyway, yeah, I think it was $180 or something with shipping.
Yeah. What you have to type in is steel tube supply houses, and you went eBay with the part number. That part number could get you all kinds of different places, but it may not get you any local steel. There's steel houses all up and down California, so you should have been able to find it in California. Might have been able to something you could even drive down and pick up.
I'm sure Valley Iron would have that. Over. Yeah. Originally I was typing in 2-inch steel tubing. And then, I was getting a lot of different kind of things there, but I wasn't really getting the quarter wall. And, well, anyway, that's what I did, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay. It's done. Don't worry about it. It's good. All righty. Well, look, let me get out of here. I'm tired. I've had dinner, but we've had a rough night here and lots of check-ins. Got about 45 check-ins tonight, so it's been a very busy night on top of everything else.
Crates that he sent that Orion, and then the control box, and then the other crate, I guess, is cables and everything else, maybe the hardware and everything over in that one. So, but anyway, it ended up being, I think, $120 for shipping on that from K0KE in Colorado. So that should be maybe the third or the fourth getting here. So I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I know K0KE. I'm trying to think of his name. I can see his face. What's his name?
Last name is Erickson. Keith
Erickson. Yeah, that's who it is. Keith Erickson.
Yeah, good guy. Matter of fact, on his QRZ page, he was talking all about 220 meters, I guess, and down around the broadcast band, and he was talking about changing around his transmitter so he got 2 amps of current at his antenna. He was talking about his power at his antenna in terms of amps, which I thought was very Marconi of him.
Well, there's some really funny power restrictions on running power on those low-frequency bands. Robert does that a lot. He can get you so tangled up on what he can run for power. It's an ERP thing, and you're only allowed some very, very low ERP.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting because I remember my dad talking about the 200-meter band and the 300 meters, and then I remember my grandfather talking about spark gap from Tatoosh Island, talking to ships a mile out in sea using a spark and a detector for a receiver and a spark for a transmitter, and they modified the telegraph code and to something that because they didn't have all the dots and the clicks and stuff of wires. But anyway, that was pretty interesting. The low frequencies that they started out on down there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, he's also an HFer and a VHFer, too. I think that's how I know him. I don't think I know him from HF. I think I know him from VHF and stuff. So, anyway, I knew that call sign as soon as you said it. Of course, his initials are KE, so that makes sense, too. All right, I'm out of here. Anybody else have anything else for the net here before we close it up? K6MYC, we'll see you in the morning, Frank.
Yeah, roger that. Tractor's already loaded up and everything, and I'm ready to boogie out of here pretty quick in the morning. Over.
All righty. Now, there's still no rain here, so it's dry at this point, I think. I'll step outside one more time while Rob is taken, and for anybody else that's here, go ahead.
Roger, Mike. Frank, I guess you're going to get your tractor washed tonight, huh? Over.
Roger.
always good to have a clean tractor. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow night there, Mike. K6MYC, KM6SR, 73.
Hey, Rob, how are you? WA6LO.
How you doing, Dave? Yeah, you're booming here in the beginning there. WA6LOL, KM6SRR.
No rain.
Well, you're lucky it was raining like mad down here tonight.
Hey, Frank, are you still on frequency K6USY?
Hey, Frank, Aaron's calling you, K6USY. This is KM6SRR.
Yeah, he might have stepped away already. No big deal.
Hey, Aaron, how are you? WA6LOL.
Oh, doing pretty good, Dave. I get to go up to Yosemite National Park tomorrow and get paid for it, so it's not too bad.
Well, I want to go to Yosemite and get paid for it. Geez, you know, I got home late. My daughter called and we went out to dinner and everything. She's up from Catalina Island visiting, and she won't be here too long, so I kind of have to take advantage of the situation and, you know, when I can see her for the time she's up here. But I got here late and I didn't even turn on the YouTube, but it sounds like you guys got this thing really cooking with butter, huh?
Yeah, at least with the station 9700, it's been working pretty reliably. We'll be using it tonight and tomorrow, and then as Mike was talking, him and Frank are going to work on getting the cable out to the barn, and then we'll have that 9700 available. And then we're still working on, there's some additional parts we'll need to be able to put the 6-meter net on for Mike's house, because that's a completely separate radio. But yeah, no, it's things are working pretty good. We had 24 people come by the stream tonight.
Hey, Aaron, just a quick question. I'm confused, and maybe you told me this before, but when we have the cable run, we just plug it into the network, and how does this computer know it's there? Over.
I already pre-configured the radio in the barn, so the second you plug it in, then I'll be able to double check and see if I can see it.
I got you. Okay.
It's like magic.
Yeah, isn't that magic? So let me do this. We'll probably do this tomorrow. So are you going to be home tomorrow, or you're in Yosemite, you said?
Yeah, I'll be in Yosemite during the daytime, but I'll be around, tomorrow night. So if you guys get the cable plugged in and then leave the radio in the barn on, then I'll be able to check it before the 432 net.
Yeah, well, the 432 net gets done from in here, so it won't be a barn issue, but it would be good to do that. Okay, let me do this. Let me get your phone number just in case I want to call you.
Okay, yep, let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Okay, 559, and of course those area code numbers are going to be a valuable thing in the future. So 559-905-4180.
Got it. Okay, we got it. Why are the 559 going to be valuable?
Well, because they're adding another area code to another area code overlay to the 559, and anyone getting a new number is going to get that new area code, and the 559 numbers are going to be all taken.
Oh, what's the new number going to be?
If you give me 1 second, I can look it up. I forgot. It's like 3-something.
Never mind. We'll catch up with it. Don't worry about it. I just thought if you had it on the top of your head. That's too bad.
Oh, I can bring it up here in 2 seconds. 357 is going to be the overlay.
Okay. Well, I was just hoping it would be a good number for ham radio, but it isn't. 559 is a good number, so it's valuable for us.
Oh, yeah, I am now I'm going to hold on to my 559 area code number as long as possible.
Yeah, okay, very good. Frank, are you back or gone for the night? Frank's gone.
57's a good number for our shooters, over.
Yes, it is. All right, good night, Aaron. Good luck in the Yosemite tomorrow, and wave at us as you pass by. Good night to you, Dave. Good night, Rob. Anybody else that's here? I'm gone. I'll be listening out for a moment or so. K6MYC.
73, Mike. K6MYC, KM6SR. Aaron, you available for a phone call? A quick one, over.
K6USY, DMO6.
Double.
Aaron, are you available for a quick phone call? KM6SR.
Yes, sir. I should be.
Okay, I'll make it before 10.
Yeah, that's kind of my unofficial cutoff.
Well, get to call Aaron. We all wrote his phone number down.
Uh-oh.
I already had it.
Well, fortunately, the wife doesn't have to go to work tomorrow, so at least she doesn't have to go to bed at 10 o'clock, but that's usually why I'm off the radio around 10 o'clock.
That sounds good. We'll say 73 to you, Dave. WA6, LOL, KM6SRR.
Yeah, good night, Rob. Good night, Aaron. You guys are doing all right, yeah. Boy, Aaron be up in Yosemite tomorrow. Relaxing up there, looking at all the sights, making that big money. Gee. Anyway, all right, you guys. WA6 LOL gonna go QRT.
It's gonna be snowing up there.
Yeah, hopefully not tomorrow, but yeah. Of course, I'll be stuck in a library all day, so I don't get to look at too much.
Yeah, but you got to get in and out of there, and that's the problem. You may have to travel through some snow. You got you got four-wheel drive or tire chains?
Yeah, my work car has all-wheel drive and chains. I don't intend to ever have to use them if I can avoid it.
No, I wouldn't want to do it either, but you may have to. I've been up there when it was 4 feet deep, over.
Oh yeah, no, I used to have a Jeep Wrangler with 31-inch tires, and I would pull up to the gate and just pull the four-wheel drive lever and keep driving. So yeah, no, it can be a lot of fun.
Okay. Good night all. K6MYC.
Get dog sled pay.
Yeah, well, at least the nice thing is I pull up in a car with California exempt plates and wave at the people at the booth and tell them who I am, and they just let me right in. So, but as I said, I'll be stuck in the library most of the day, so it shouldn't be too bad.